want to do. I want to work with babies. Like I want to do neonatal. That's like my goal as a nurse. I want to be a neonatal nurse. So I love babysitting. I've been babysitting since I was like 14 or 15 years old, and I babysat special needs kids. I babysat preemies, and then I'm also the oldest of my siblings. So I've just always had that like leadership role. So
Tell me something about yourself that you are proud of, something that you've accomplished that means a lot to you.
um, honestly, working at HEB as long as I have, I think it's like one of my biggest accomplishments. I've worked there for almost 4 years now. It's about 3.5 years, and working there through COVID was probably one of the hardest things I went through. It was really just like strenuous, and like it was really hard, you know. There's people that aren't very, they don't want to be there. They don't want to be around people, and you just have to you have to be nice and, put on a happy face. And I think that's one of my greatest achievements, is just like working there as much as I did, and being able to like help others too was really nice. Like that's why I want to be a nurse. I want to be able to like help others. But yeah, I would say that's one of my biggest achievements. Or, getting my associates in liberal arts at the age of 17, I think that's also one of my biggest achievements. It was really hard taking, college courses and doing high school at the same time. But my school definitely did help. They were a big help in like being able to do that.
So you must have some mentors or people that have influenced you, um, and kind of cheered you on so that you stay the course. Can you share a little bit about that?
I'd say my biggest mentor is my mom. When she was my age, she wanted to be a nurse, and she didn't have the means to do it. So she always cheered me on, and she was my biggest support. She still is, but she's my biggest supporter. She's like, Olivia, if you want to be a nurse, it's hard, it's strenuous, it's going to be the hardest thing you do, but if you want to do it, don't give up, just continue on and do it. And knowing that like she wanted to do that so bad, and she like genuinely couldn't, it like showed me how lucky I am that I am able to do it. So she's my biggest supporter. And then she's also the reason I chose to go to WGU. She actually got her master's at WGU in business management. So she's the reason I'm going to WGU as well. So she's definitely my biggest supporter.
So finally, what would it mean for you to get the scholarship?
It would mean a lot. I am 19 years old, and I pay for everything myself currently, because now that I'm an adult, and I'm still trying to like figure it all out. And while I do have a job, and I'm very like fortunate to have a job right now, my job is able to pay for, my gas and my bills, and that's all it's able to pay for. So right now I am just using my savings, because I've worked since I was 15 years old. So I'm just using my savings for school, and then once, it's not almost out, but once, there's not much left, I'm just going to have to get a loan and pay it off later. So any scholarships I get, I'd be so thankful for. It would mean a lot to me. It definitely helped me to focus more on my school and not have to, worry about how much I'm going to have to pay off or when I'm going to have to pay it. So
I'm really not here to ask you a bunch of questions, but I'm here to tell you that you have been awarded by scholarship.
oh my gosh, that's amazing. Oh my gosh. Wow. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Absolutely, you are welcome. Yeah. You can
Wow.
tell your mom now.
Yes, I'm gonna go tell her right after that. I literally texted her before this. That's why the ding came up. I was like, I'm about to do a scholarship interview. Wish me luck.
We have a lot of employees from HEB, a growing number that are getting a degree with us. So do your store managers, do they like encourage you all, or let's say if I wanted to share that you got a scholarship, would your store manager be okay with me reaching out to that person, or?
Yeah. they are so supportive. Like they're
Oh,
amazing.
that's good.
They're so supportive with like me in school. Like I told them I was like I'm about to go into nursing school. Like they make it so much like less stressful on me. That's why I love working there and I want to work there as long as possible. And I'm hoping one day I can actually cuz they have nurses that work. They have like clinicals or like they have like different like places for nurse. I always have a nurse on standby at call in case anyone gets hurt. They hire nurses to work there. I hope that's where I would like to. I would love to stay with HEB. They're an amazing company.